Hello. So, I was wondering when would AI replace all the engineers in the world? And I concluded that it would take a little bit with the current state of the art AIs. And if you have been looking at the news lately, you might have seen the new OpenAI operator.
So I have 3-year-old kid who likes pasta, so I make a linguine with clam. So I ask it to buy the groceries for it.
What this is basically the ChatGPT language model with a wrap that allows the model to do functions in your computer. And I wanted to use it as I am a lady fuck. Like, imagine you just prompt the agent to play League for you and it opens League and kills a match. And that's great, you might say. But there is a problem. And what is that? Well, the price. Currently, the OpenAI operator is $200 per month. Yes, $200 per month. And in my current research assistant salary, it's too much. And the solution? Well, it is a two-step solution, but we'll start with a multi-agent framework called Giacomo, created by a professor from UFSC, which is based in a BDI, that's belief, desire, and intention frame, allowing the agent to be way more autonomous. And you know what's the best part? It's free. Which I don't even have to say that beats 200 fucking dollars. But this is only a part of the problem. The OpenAI operator uses a very big language model that has a shit ton of parameters, which are non disclosed but highly likely close to a trillion parameters, which is a huge waste from specialized agent. It doesn't need to be able to translate ancient Greek to Japanese, but it can. And my PC, I can't run a 1 trillion parameter model. It would cook my little 8th gen i5. And the answer for that is also in a open source free solution via the Hugging Face Hub, which hosts a bunch of models that you can use for research and experimenting. And in this test, I will be translating English to Portuguese with a model with only 233 million parameters. The, sorry for my pronunciation, Rameson Opus English to Portuguese translator. So, let's go. Firstly, we have to get this Hugging Face model up and running. For that, I'll clone the model so I can run it locally, but it's not necessary. You can easily run it via pipeline without downloading it.
Yeah, boy.
Next, we'll have to integrate the model which runs in Python with the environment of the agents which runs in Java. And I had a little problem with this as running Python in Java is shit. Don't get me wrong, it is completely possible, but we all know how Java is. And after a little bit, I concluded that the best way possible wouldn't be integrating two directly, like with an engine that runs Python directly in Java, but working with them separately, as this allows me to later on fine tune the model used, and I don't have to deal with the headache of integrating with Java. So I basically created an REST API that runs the model locally and can receive and post requests and answer via basic HTTP. And you know what? It worked perfect. Who would have known that the easier solution works the best? Huh? Now that I have everything integrated, I only have to code the agent, which will be translating the sentences, and the artifact from the environment, which will be the backend talking to the API. The artifact, which is a way to say a class that is a tool for an agent in this framework, is kind of a pain, but with a little help from GPT, it created this basic HTTP communication that works, so I won't complain. And as you can see, it is pretty basic, only creating a connection and posting a request. The answer is returned via this thing, the OP feedback parameter, that has a structure, so that's why the function is void. Finally, the agent code is pretty simple. We simply make it focus on the artifact, and now it's interactable, unlocking a pretty big scope of things that are able to be done. So, did I manage to replace all the engineers in the world? No. Guess I'll keep trying. As for now, I am still working in this paper. Yes, this is a paper. So it is not done. This video will have a continuation as soon as I have more things, and as I said, the scope of what can be achieved with this stack is pretty big, and integrating other models is extremely easy, so that's it for now. Bye.